If you've been hunting for the perfect microSD card for your dash cam or security camera, you've probably come across the Gigastone High Speed microSD. It promises 10 times the endurance of regular cards and claims to handle non-stop video recording with ease. But here's what surprised me. It's not all smooth sailing with this supposedly high-endurance card. In fact, while the specs look impressive on paper, the reality might make you think twice before hitting that buy button. So, if you're relying on this card to keep critical footage safe, you'll want to stick around because what I found out might just save you from a world of trouble. But before we dig in, quick question. Have you ever had a microSD card fail right when you needed it most? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Now, if you're a dash cam user, a drone pilot, or someone who runs home security cameras 24/7, this review is especially for you. Because the Gigastone card specifically targets those who need ultra-high endurance storage, yet the devil's in the details. Let's start with the big promise. Gigastone says their high-speed microSD card is built with MLC technology and offers a lifespan 10 times longer than normal microSD cards. That's huge if true. The package even includes an SD adapter and a mini case, pretty thoughtful. Plus, it's rated to handle full HD dash cam video for up to 3 years at 4 hours a day. Sounds like the answer to all your continuous recording prayers, right? But wait, if it's waterproof, shockproof, temperature-proof, and X-ray proof, it should be bulletproof too, except it's not quite that simple. Now here's the kicker. While the red speed peaks at 95 mbs and right at 30 mbs, the actual real-world performance doesn't always match up, especially if you're pushing it hard with 4K or high bitrate streams. I'll share some detailed tests later on, but spoiler alert. Some users experience slowdowns and file corruption issues during prolonged use. If you think bad video freezes are just a myth, think again. These hiccups can be a nightmare when you're trying to review footage after an accident or suspicious activity. Not to sound like a broken record, but remember, this card is designed primarily for video recording in devices that constantly write and rewrite data. The MLC, multi-level cell flash memory, is supposed to handle this better than cheaper TLC or QLC options, yet the reality is a bit more nuanced. Why? Because endurance doesn't just come from memory type. Controller quality and firmware optimization play massive roles too. And unfortunately, Gigastone doesn't provide much transparency here. Okay, before we get too technical, let me share a quick story. I tested a Gigastone High Speed microSD in my car's dash cam for a month. Everything seemed golden until one day I found a crucial 10-minute segment missing, right in the middle of a minor fender bender. Imagine trusting your evidence and then realizing your card decided to take a coffee break. Not cool. I double-checked the card for physical damage, nothing. The dash cam firmware was up to date, check. So the fault boiled down to the card itself. That's when I started reading user reviews. The unresolved issues crept up more often than you'd like. That's the twist most sellers leave out. While the 4.3-star Amazon rating might make it look reliable, many positive reviews seem generic or may have been incentivized. Dig deeper, and you find complaints about slow write speeds under heavy use, lost data chunks, and cards going dead prematurely. In fact, this is not uncommon with high-endurance microSD cards sold by lesser-known brands. But hey, not everything is doom and gloom. For casual users who record light or intermittent video or need a backup card, the Gigastone High Speed microSD still offers decent specs at a friendly $29.99 price point. Plus, the card comes with a solid 5-year limited warranty, so if you're the kind who likes playing the warranty game, it might be a safety net. Still, the million-dollar question remains. Should you buy it for critical surveillance or dash cam needs? My honest answer is, tread carefully. If you're a professional drone pilot storing expensive footage, or your security camera footage is your first line of defense, I'd recommend investing a bit more in proven high-endurance brands with better track records. Because losing priceless data due to a budget microSD card is a gamble you usually don't want to take. Speaking of endurance, here's a little joke. Why did the microSD card go to therapy? Because it couldn't handle the pressure. Okay, maybe that was a bit nerdy, but there's some truth. Storage devices get worn out, and endurance isn't a magical feature. It's engineering and quality control. Now, on to compatibility. According to Gigastone, this card works well with dash cams, security cameras, drones, and camcorders. And in my testing, the plug-and-play experience was smooth enough. I had no issues formatting or mounting the card, and the included SD adapter is handy for quick PC transfers. Plus, the card's rugged environmental specs mean it's great for harsh climates. Waterproof and shockproof for outdoor setups is definitely a plus, especially if you tend to place cameras in exposed locations. But if you're capturing 4K Ultra HD video frequently, the 30 mbps write speed might be a bottleneck. My tests showed occasional buffering issues in drones recording high bitrate streams, leading to dropped frames. So if you're thinking of this card for professional video equipment, think twice. Those little writes add up and could ruin your footage. Here's a question to keep you hooked. What if a slightly faster or more expensive card could save you from lost data headaches? Would you pay more for peace of mind or stick with budget options? I'm leaning toward the former, especially for mission-critical uses. By the way, did you hear about the microSD card who auditioned for a comedy show? It bombed because it couldn't keep up with the write-ups. I promise to keep the jokes better after this, but sometimes storage puns just happen. To wrap up, Gigastone High Speed microSD card is a mixed bag. It delivers respectable endurance claims and comes with decent hardware for the price. It's well suited if you want a durable, affordable card for basic dash cams or security cameras that don't churn out the absolute max video quality. The waterproof and shockproof features add real-world durability, which is a solid bonus. However, if you rely on your microSD card daily to capture long stretches of high-resolution or 4K footage, this card might occasionally stumble. Slower write speeds and sporadic reported failures could cost you moments you'd rather keep safe. The fine print on the warranty is helpful but no substitute for reliable hardware. Here's a final thought before I let you go. A microSD card is the unsung hero of your recording setup. It deserves careful choice, not just for price or flash sales. The Gigastone High Speed microSD is a decent option on a budget but isn't flawless. For casual users, it's mostly a win. For heavy users, proceed with caution. That said, if you want to grab the Gigastone High Speed microSD card now, the latest prices and deals are linked in the description below. Just a heads up, the prices change fast, so if it looks good, don't wait too long. You never know when a flash sale comes along or when the stock runs out. And hey, remember, your footage is priceless even if the card isn't gold-plated. Choose wisely, back up your data, and may your recordings never drop a frame. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me your experiences with microSD cards in the comments. Which brand do you swear by? Let's help each other out. Now all that's left is, why don't microSD cards ever get lost? Because they always stay on track. Okay, one last nerdy joke for the road. Catch you in the next review.